welcome in the class of Laplace transform. In this particular module, that is module number 4 of M201 Mathematics 2, we are going to learn now the Laplace transform of two special type of functions. One is characteristically periodic function and another one is step functions. One by one we are going to learn that, and also we are going to see some application of these two types of functions and their Laplace transform. Here I want to mention that the basic definitions, concepts and the elementary functions Laplace transform will be used, as well as in the problems as per the requirement the previous properties like shifting properties, change of scale property, division by t, multiplication by t, integration, differentiation, all these properties which are already discussed in the previous classes may be used as per requirement. So let us proceed for this class. We know what is the meaning of periodic function. So here we can write it as if ft is a periodic function where the period of the function is suppose capital T, which is obviously greater than 0. That is, we can say according to the definition of periodic function, f of t plus capital T is equal to f of t. Okay, so according to the definition of periodic function we can write it like that. Then Laplace transform of ft, that means this periodic function, will be 1 by 1 minus e to the power minus s t integration 0 to capital T e to the power minus st ft dt. So before going for the example related to this particular problem or property, I just want to mention that what is the benefit of learning this particular one. Look at this. We know that Laplace transform is an improper integration, and obviously improper integration is having the requirement of its convergence, and we have to use the limiting concepts also for solving the improper integration. But what we see here, instead of a general function, if we get ft is a periodic function, then though according to the definition of Laplace transform we must solve the problem for 0 to infinity, but please concentrate, this range of integration now becomes 0 to capital T. So we are having, this is a definite integration, and the solution method of this definite integration will be easier than the improper integration, along with a multiplier in the form of 1 by 1 minus e to the power minus st. So this is the benefit of this particular process of Laplace transform of periodic functions. So let us start one example of this particular type. So we have to find out the Laplace transform of a periodic function given as ft is equal to t for 0 less than t less than c, and ft is equal to 2c minus t for c less than t less than 2c. Now look at this. Here it is not a single line expression. That means it is not that the function is expressed in a single form and it is coming like in a periodic function of this one. Okay, but it is a periodic function where suppose if we have this range, it is something like this, and then again you are getting it is something like this, and then again you are getting it is something like this. So it is a periodic function of this period where in this range it is of one expression and in this range it is of another expression. That is why this function is represented in two different expressions, but it is a periodic function. So first of all, our job is to find out the period of this function. Here ft is a periodic function with period, all of you can identify, it is a period of 2c. Okay, so we have already identified what is the value of capital T in the previous property. So now Laplace transform of ft is equal to 1 by, according to the property what we have discussed in the last slide, 1 minus e to the power minus st. So it is minus 2sc because here capital T is 2c. Then integration 0 to t, so it will be here, it is 0 to 2c, then e to the power minus st ft dt. Once we have used the property of the Laplace transform of periodic functions, we got it converted into a definite integration. Now the remaining part is to solve out this particular problem of definite integration. So we can write it as 1 by 1 minus e to the power minus 2sc. Then this integration according to the given function will be distributed to 0 to c, then t e to the power minus st dt plus integration c to 2c. Here the expression is given as 2c minus t, so 2c minus t e to the power minus st dt. After that, just our job is to solve this integration problem. 1 by 1 minus e to the power 2sc, then integration by parts for the first part will give us t e to the power minus st by minus s minus e to the power minus st by s square 0 to c, plus again in the second part also we are going to use integration by parts. So it will be 2c minus t into e to the power minus st by minus s plus e to the power minus st by s square on c to 2c. Finally the third bracket is closed. So after putting the lower limit and the upper limit and simplifying, we are going to get the result as 1 minus e to the power minus sc whole square by s square into 1 minus e to the power minus 2sc. And we can also simplify it by using a square minus b square formula in the denominator part, that is 1 minus e to the power minus sc by s square into 1 plus e to the power minus sc. So this is the answer of this particular problem which we have done with the concept of periodic functions. In the similar manner, we can also find out some more problems on periodic functions. Now we are moving for the next part of this lecture, that is the unit step function. So let us check how we are doing this particular problem. So before going for the application, we are now going to define the step functions, unit step function, and then we are going to start some problem. The function u defined as u of t minus a is equal to 0 for t less than a and 1 for t greater than equal to a. It is a very important function because this will help a lot in describing other functions in unit steps. So where a is always positive is called unit step function, or sometimes it is termed as Heaviside's unit step functions. Okay, so now if we want to visualize this, then what we can see? Look at this. We have drawn the axis, and this one is u of t minus a, and this one is t. This is 0. This is suppose a, and this is suppose 1. So now this is the geometrical representation or graphical representation of unit step function. From 0 to a it is 0, and from a onwards it is 1. So this is your unit step functions graphical representation. So what the next we are going to learn? If u t minus a is a unit step function, then we are interested in the Laplace transform of this unit step function. U t minus a will be equal to e to the power minus as by s. So this is the thing we are going to learn from this particular part as unit step function. Obviously we are going to discuss the application of the properties, but before that two more informations are required. First one is that the function ft is equal to, suppose we got it is represented as f1t for t less than a and f2t for t greater than a. It can be expressed as, this is the application of unit step function, can be expressed as ft. In a single line we are going to represent it with the help of unit step function f1t plus f2t minus f1t into ut minus a, where this is your unit step function. Obviously we have already discussed this one. And similarly, if we have a function ft, suppose, which is represented in 3-line expression along with the ranges that t less than a1, then a1 less than t less than a2, and then t is greater than a2, and suppose this is f1, f2 and f3, then also we can write ft with the help of unit step function in a single line, like that: f1 plus f2 minus f1 into ut minus a1 plus f3 minus f2 into ut minus a2, where ut minus a1, ut minus a2 are unit step functions, and obviously they will be represented in the definition as it is given. So this is the whole concept of unit step function and the application of unit step function in representing a function in a single line, and also the information related to the Laplace transform of unit step function. So now we are going to show one example related to this unit step function. Here our problem, we have to write: express ft is equal to t minus 1, 1 less than t less than 2, 3 minus t, 2 less than t less than 3 in terms of unit step function and find its Laplace transform. So this is our problem. Now we are going to find out the solution. Now look at this. Already we have learned that if we have a function expressed in two-liners, we can express this function ft in a single line with the help of unit step function, that is f1t. So here it is t minus 1 plus f2t minus f1t into ut minus a. Here a is 2, we can see that ut minus 2. So we can write the next line as, by simplifying, t minus 1 plus 4 minus 2t, simplifying this thing in the second bracket, into u t minus 2. Obviously we should mention that u t minus 2 is a unit step function. So next line we can write that, as we know, Laplace transform of gt ut minus a is equal to e to the power minus as Laplace transform of g t plus a. Okay. This is the property we are going to use for this unit step function. because unit step function, if multiplied with a known function, and if we know the Laplace transform of that particular form, then we can obviously use it for the rest of the calculation. Now, Laplace transform of t is equal to 1 by s square, and Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 by s. These are known to us from the Laplace transform of elementary functions. So, what is required here? Laplace transform of ft, we can write that Laplace transform of t minus Laplace transform of 1 plus Laplace transform of 4 minus 2t into u t minus 2. Using the linearity property, we have distributed it. So in the next line we can write it is 1 by s square minus 1 by s plus, using this formula, e to the power minus 2s, because it is 4 minus 2t, we can apply it as e to the power minus 2s from here. Then Laplace transform of gt plus a, so Laplace transform of 4 minus 2 into t plus 2. After that, basically nothing is remain new, because we are just going to simplify the thing. It is 2 into e to the power minus 2s, then Laplace transform of t, because we can simplify it and we can get it done. So final line we are getting like that, 1 by s square minus 1 by s minus 2 into e to the power minus 2s by s square. Obviously we can take 1 by s square common from the first and third term, and we can write it as 1 minus 2 into e to the power minus 2s and then minus 1 by s. So this is the answer of this Laplace transform of this given function with the help of unit step function and the Laplace transform of unit step function. So this is the two problems we have used, and you can go for these references for some more problems. You should go for, because we need a lot of practice to get habituated for these types of problems. So along with that, you can find out the solutions of these assignments. And finally, I want to thank you all. Happy listening, happy learning.